Hey guys, Jonathan Banks here, back with another video, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about how to get money for college. Now, I am a student, just like many of you watching this video. I am currently attending college, studying to get an accounting degree, and I might also get a finance degree as well. But I know how hard it is to pay for those college expenses. Man, the tuition is unbearable. Though if you go, let's say, to college downtown where I go, downtown New York City, and it is the expenses just pile on: the food, the transportation, housing, and on it goes on and on and on. I mean, we have books that continuously cost $200 plus, and they come out with a new version every year that just completely drives me nuts. Now, I know how hard it is, and thank God I have finally, well, not finally, had this amazing method that has allowed me to pay for all those tuitions, all those expenses, and more. And I have been able to live the college life to the fullest because I've been able to not worry about my expenses, to pay off my tuition, and to live rather good. But that's not the case for me, and because the case for most of us is a very high college tuition. As you can see here on this quick Google search, we see that the average college tuition is 31 grand for private colleges, almost 10 for state residents at public, and 23 for out-of-state residents at public. So we're talking quite a lot of money, especially when you consider that to get a decent degree, you have to spend at least 4 years in college minimum to get a bachelor's, and most of us end up spending more than 4 years, the committed ones, and then this tuition just continues to pile on and pile on, and then we get to the average college debt of people here in the United States, with almost 30 grand by the time people graduate college in 2012. They had about a 30 grand of tuition debt. That is a hell of a lot of money. Some people graduate and don't even make that much money in a year. Hopefully that isn't going to be you, but we have to prepare for the worst. And there are those with hundreds and thousands of dollars. The United States has the highest amount of debt attributed to college tuition. No other country has as much as the United States. And if you're in another country and maybe you don't have to, your tuition is not as much, does not matter, because it is still money that has to be paid. It is still an expense that has to be paid. There's no escaping college tuition in the money and expenses for college. And this is where I come in. My senior year in high school, I was introduced to an amazing concept, which was working from home. And I obviously was skeptical at first. I did not believe it. I rejected any idea of it because I just thought scam. And lo and behold, one of my friends, after a few months, I had been hearing about this and reading a few articles on it. One of my friends had actually made some decent money on it. You know, some money to pay some monthly bills here and there. And I was actually quite amazed. Well, I went on to push forward and actually dive into this. And after I really had a lot of F-ups, to be quite clear. I messed up quite a lot and spent tons of money I turned another corner and found somebody that scammed me. And it felt like for every one step I took forward, I took two steps back. And it seemed like every time I tried to make some money, I just dived further and deeper into debt, and it was just like a vicious, endless cycle. Well, as a result, all those failures added up to a moment of brilliance, a moment of the aha moment, and then things started to take form. Things started to take place, and my bank accounts started to get money, which has allowed me to make money and not only pay my college tuition, thankfully, but live good. I pay my phone bills. I pay rent in a nice New York City apartment. I have cable, internet, obviously, and I eat out almost all the time. Pay car insurance, just tons and tons of bills. And as many of you know how expensive New York City can get, and all this is paid for by money I make from home. Every single dime. I don't have time to be working when going to college almost 24/7. So what do I do in my spare time, in my times in the hallways, in between classes, the few hours I have at home before class or after my homework? Every little bit of time I had or have to squeeze in some work, to work from home, I dedicated to that. And the results have been amazing. As you can see here, this is just savings I have achieved over the past couple of years through working from home. And I live lavishly, to be honest. I mean, I spend a lot. I'm not a very good saver like most college students. All right, I feel like money never runs out. I'm practicing on that recently. But in all honesty, even with my lavish lifestyle, I still manage to save quite a bit of money, have some money here invested, even threw some money in stocks just to mess around. And it is all thanks to money and the system that I have created by working from home. And it's a completely foolproof system. And until the recent past year, in 2014, I actually created the system and put it together in a nice, real good step-by-step course. And I actually introduced it to a couple hundred students. And it's been now over a year, and I have achieved great results as well with new students, and continuously adapt to the times and create new system. But this just has been amazing with the high amount of success rate, the low barrier of entry, the ease of just getting started. I mean, you can get started today and be making money within the first week, and you will definitely see the results within your first semester. I guarantee you that. Now, this is not all. You might be asking yourself, oh, 22 grand, what is that? What proof is this? Well, I can show you one of my accounts where I receive money that I've been making from working from home. And as you can see, let me refresh it because there's a lot of BS. This is no Photoshop gimmick. Let me refresh. Just so you guys can see, this is no Photoshop gimmick. Bam. You see, this is all real. This is weekly paychecks I have been receiving. Weekly. And just to show, this is not a random spark in the pan that just popped up. This is history in the making. I am not lying, and these are the same results, and so quite a bit of my students have surpassed these results of weekly income, weekly paychecks, and it dates back all the way to 2013, and I have accounts even older than this. I think this goes to 2012. I'm not sure, 2011. But as you can see, it dates far back. This is results. This is sustained results of over $1,000 a week, and it is quite the feat. And this is something that you can achieve. And tell me, ask yourself this: will $1,000 a week help with your college tuition? I mean, let's look at it. If the college tuition is around, let's say the highest number here, let's just take 30 grand a year, and you're making $1,000 a week, in 30 weeks, you have enough to pay off your college tuition. But that's not all. That's not all the money I make. As you can see here, this is another one of my accounts. Weekly income here, 2 grand, 3 grand, 2 grand again, almost 3.5 grand. And it continuously grows and grows exponentially according to the amount of time you put in. Of course, during the summertime, I have more time to work since have less schoolwork to and just less stress, and I'm able to dedicate more time to working online. Now, this is something that you can achieve with an easy system, and you won't have to go through the hardships that I had to go through when I first started, all the mistakes I made, all the scams I had to go through, all the money I wasted. I have it in an easy to follow, done for you system that will have you making money by the end of this week, guaranteed. There is no way to fail, no way no reason not to try it. So, with that being said, if you're interested, if you really want to get some money for your college, if you really want to continue your education and live it to the fullest and dedicate yourself to further enhancing your brain and just your knowledge, this is for you. Because with the little bit of time that you can dedicate to this, you will be making more money than you would have ever imagined. I will be honest, there have been times I've even considered dropping out of college because the money I make online is more than enough to sustain life as it is, and the potential of it is greater than almost any job you can possibly get or through any career. But I just like education. I like to educate myself, and I like to continuously progress and continuously acquire more knowledge. And I'm pretty sure those of you watching this video feel the same way. With that being said, it's not easy to make money and do all that at the same time and work out and keep healthy. So this is the option and the alternative for you. If you're interested, visit the link in the description, and I hope to hear from you guys soon so we can get you making money right away. This is Jonathan Banks, and I'll be signing out.